Alex Caruso had a cold open. He wasn't supposed to hoist trophies. He wasn't supposed to post to 7-footers or rip MVPs in crunch time. Yet on a humid June night in 2025, Alex Caruso lifted his second championship and roared at a skyline that once ignored him. How did a balding undrafted kid from College Station gate crash the league's VIP lounge? Stick around, because this rise rewrites every scouting report ever printed. But that's only the first shock. Next, Caruso's roots and rejections. Alex Michael Caruso grew up a stone's throw from Texas A&M's arena, sneaking into practices, mopping sweat, dreaming small-town dreams. 4 college seasons, 276 steals, still no draft call. 30 teams scroll past his name like spam. So he packed 2 duffels, boarded a bus and introduced himself to the dusty gyms of the G League, where per diem sandwiches outnumber reporters. Nights ended with rolled ankles and frozen paychecks, but Caruso learned 2 priceless skills: anticipation and patience. Next stop, Sin City, where patience finally paid out. He becomes a Summer League Cinderella. Vegas 2017. Mid-July air outside hits 110 degrees, but inside Thomas and Mack, Caruso turns heads with a single play, poking the ball loose, sprinting coast to coast and hammering a 2-hand flush that makes the crowd gasp. Twitter christens him Bald Mamba, a meme born from equal parts awe and irony. Lakers brass sign him to a 2-way deal, but memes don't grant minutes. Caruso earns them by hurling his body at every 50-50 ball like it hides a winning lottery ticket, and that hustle soon met destiny inside the Disney bubble. Then there's ring and recognition. October 11th, 2020, Game 6, Finals. Frank Vogel surprises the world. Caruso starts. Early in the third, he dives between 2 Heat jerseys, flings the ball behind his head and sparks a back-breaking run that seals Los Angeles' 17th banner. Overnight, Caruso prints on knockoff jerseys from Manila to Madrid. The league takes longer to believe, but by 2024 he's crowned NBA Hustle King, posting a microscopic 103.8 defensive rating, numbers that whisper elite to analytics nerds and scream nightmare to opposing guards. Yet greatness rarely cruises in a straight line, and a roadside detour awaited in Texas. June 2021, College Station Airport security spots a grinder in Caruso's backpack. Headlines flare. Lakers guard arrested for possession. The charge is a misdemeanor. The memes relentless. Photoshops of Caruso in orange jumpsuits. Late night jokes about Air Bud. Pundits question focus. Coaches question nothing. They've seen the work. Caruso answers in silence, averaging career highs in steals and deflections the very next season. The incident fades, but it tattoos a lesson on his mindset. Perception flips fast. Control what you can. Chicago soon offered a fresh canvas. Caruso, the Windy City Guardian, summer 2021. Bulls GM Mark Eversley wants defense. 4-year, $37 million handshake. Caruso arrives, ignites the United Center with volleyball spike blocks and no-look give and goes. Fans chant MVP. Half joke, half truth. He mentors rookie Ayo Dosunmu, challenges DeMar's footwork and lands on 2 straight all-defensive ballots. Yet by 2024, Chicago needs a younger playmaker. Phones ring. Sam Presti answers with a tantalising swap. Josh Giddey for Caruso. The deal shocks talk shows. Some call it robbery, others genius. Either way, Caruso boards a plane back to Oklahoma, scene of his earliest grind. Old gym, new mission, turn promise into parade. 6, Thunderbolt trade and payday, reunited with coach Mark Daigneault. Caruso slides into a 6-man role, tailor-made for chaos. He inks a 4-year, $81 million extension, validation in zeros. The 2025 Thunder blitz the league, 68-14, depth over stars. Caruso anchors second units, barking schemes, averaging 3 deflections in 20 minutes. In film rooms, he rewinds rookie mistakes until they disappear. On off days, he teaches Chet Holmgren how to wall off drives without fouling. NBA Twitter debates whether he's Iguodala 2.0 or something even rarer, a role player whose presence alone warps series math. The playoffs would provide the verdict. 7, Playoff Heroics 2025 Round 1, Memphis. Caruso strips Ja Morant twice in 45 seconds, turns both into windmilling dunks. Conference semis, Denver. He digs on Jokic, pokes free a lazy bounce pass, drains a step back triple and winks at a stunned Ball Arena crowd. But legend blooms in the finals. Game 2, 20 points, 5 threes, 5 steals. The first bench player ever with that line on the sport's grandest stage. Game 4 in Indianapolis, repeat 20 spot plus a chase down swat on Tyrese Halliburton that hushes 17,000 fans. Game 7, Daigneault inserts him to start the second half. Momentum flips instantly. Thunder cruise to glory. Memes resurface only now. The joke's on anyone who still doubts. But was this a star turn or just supreme role mastery? 8 superstar or super role? Analytics paint Caruso as a top 5 impact guard. Marketing execs see jersey sales spiking across 2 continents. Some pundits whisper all-star push. Traditionalists say he lacks the usage, the lock-up endorsements, the gaudy box scores. Yet ask Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who saved possessions that no spreadsheet tracks. Ask Chet, who talks him through every switch. Ask Thunder fans, who ignites CARUSO chants that rattle rafters. Greatness, it seems, now comes in alternate packaging. Not always 30-point eruptions, sometimes 30 small edges piled high enough to tip trophies. And that brings us to the bigger picture. Closing reflection, Alex Caruso's journey rewrites the gospel of talent evaluation. He wasn't drafted, hyped. So let's review. Alex Caruso never looked the part. In a league obsessed with flash, wingspan and social media highlights, Caruso was the guy you'd mistake for an assistant trainer or maybe someone from analytics. Pale, balding early, built more like a gym teacher than a professional athlete. But Caruso was built different. So after going undrafted in 2016, his dreams didn't shatter, they sharpened. He joined the Oklahoma City Thunder's Summer League team, knowing full well he wasn't their priority. Then came the G League, long bus rides, half-empty arenas, little pay, no spotlight, just hardwood and hustle. He didn't complain, he grinded. It wasn't glamorous, but it was gritty. In the G League, Caruso played like every game was his last shot because it might have been. He threw himself into passing lanes. He dived on the floor like the ball owed him money. Coaches started to whisper his name. And then in 2017, the Los Angeles Lakers offered him a 2-way contract. It wasn't a big deal in the media. No headline, no hype. Just another undrafted guy filling out the bottom of a bloated roster. But inside the Lakers organization, the staff was watching closely. At the time, the Lakers were chasing stars. They had Lonzo Ball, the future face of the franchise, Brandon Ingram, smooth and slithery with potential for greatness. They were quietly preparing for LeBron James's arrival, and here came Alex Caruso, undrafted, unknown, and unremarkable in appearance. At first, fans laughed. Literally. When he checked into games, the crowd treated it like a meme. Social media joked about the white guy with a receding hairline running with NBA athletes. He didn't look like he belonged. And then he started playing like he did. He locked up James Harden on defense, stripped him clean, made it look easy. He threw down dunks in transition. Yes, dunks on NBA veterans, and he chased every loose ball like it was the last rebound on earth. Suddenly, Caruso wasn't a joke. He was a highlight. LeBron James noticed, not just as a teammate, but as a believer. Caruso earned LeBron's trust, the hardest currency in the NBA. And when LeBron trusts you in crunch time, you're not a bench warmer, you're a difference maker. Caruso became a symbol of everything the Lakers weren't supposed to be. Tough, selfless, blue collar. As the team stormed into the 2020 NBA playoffs, Caruso didn't ride the bench, he rode with them. In Game 6 of the NBA Finals, the Lakers didn't just play him, they started him. The Lakers won it all, and Caruso, the bald mamba, had arrived. It was one of the most improbable ascents in modern basketball, from undrafted to NBA champion, from meme to meaningful. But just as fast as he rose, the Lakers let him go. In 2021, as Caruso entered free agency, the front office lowballed him. They didn't see his worth. The Chicago Bulls did. They offered him a real contract, real money, real respect. And Caruso responded the only way he knew how, by working. If you do see
Chicago, he became the team's defensive heartbeat. He didn't care about scoring titles, he didn't chase endorsements, he chased stops. He clamped down the league's top guards, rotated with surgical precision, and brought a championship mindset to a young Bulls roster hungry for identity. By 2023, there was no denying it. Caruso was one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA. He made the NBA all-defensive first team, from undrafted to elite. His story isn't about numbers. He won't wow you with 40-point nights, but he'll frustrate your best player. He'll take a charge when no one else will. He'll dive headfirst into a sea of bodies for a loose ball like his life depends on it. Alex Caruso is proof that hustle is a skill, that defense is an art form, that the path to stardom isn't always lined with lights. It's paved with heart, grit, and relentless belief. He may never be the face of the NBA, but in locker rooms, in film sessions, in the moments that matter most, He's the guy you want beside you, because Alex Caruso didn't become a superstar by chasing the spotlight. He became one by earning it.
Alex Caruso's journey rewrites the gospel of talent evaluation. He wasn't drafted, hyped or coddled. He carved NBA stone with relentless picks, pre-dawn film and a belief that one possession can tilt an empire. His rise reminds every overlooked prospect that the league's velvet ropes can fray under enough hustle, and that superstardom isn't always scored in signature shoes. So next time you watch a Summer League game and spot a lanky guard diving across the hardwood, don't laugh, you might be looking at the next parade catalyst. Because if the bald Mamba taught us anything, it's that greatness often hides in plain, unairbrushed sight.
Rondo thought it. Rooney is on call. Caruso busted up the floor. Top team in the West. Magic number 4. Caruso hits half court. Gets a screen. 3 up high. Caruso! How about a 4-point play with 1/10 of a second to go in the half? You cannot stop James. Well, I'll tell you that's bad luck. Referees stop it. They want to get it right. Gives the Lakers time to set up. That's not a good call. His hand is just straight up in the air.
Ball attacks, kicks it outside. Gerald